It's in the fridge.
Shalakia, I don't want to add on what you're saying. He didn't do it. Yeah.
That's why I said allegedly. You understand? Because really it's innocent.
Yeah.
But now we have Cassie Ventura bodyguard saying that she shot her in the foot. You know what I'm saying? This man has spent how many years in prison already? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 years in prison. This man is totally innocent. And what's crazy about it is he was telling everybody he was shooting.
That's right.
He said, I didn't shoot him.
That's right.
But the problem was, I'm telling you what the problem is. This shit, Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. Let's get that. Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. You find out that this brother is totally innocent. But what's sad about it is that the brother had to get stabbed 14 times. That's right. In order for all of this to come out. I mean, this man is probably fighting for his life right now. 14 times in the prison yard, you understand, over an altercation. Go ahead.
It's like what you're saying is so heavy.
What's not showing about it?
So like what you're saying is so heavy because you got a brother that's been stabbed going into inside of a prison where he didn't do the crime to actually be there. For lying on the brother and the sister that really shot her in the foot should also go to prison.
Salaki, if I could, it's almost like he's just guilty off the accusation alone. You know what I mean? Just being accused of doing something like that. I don't know how she got the internet and everybody starts saying like they believe that he did it just off the accusation alone, which is outrageous without being proven innocent. And then, you know, that's the thing nowadays in America, though. You're guilty. I mean, yeah, you're guilty into proven innocent instead of the other way around.
That's right. That's right.
Slave is your fault. Right. No matter what happens, it's your fault first. We want to like you up first, and then we want to figure it all out later on. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Black people kind of live up here thrown in jail, thrown in prison, crimes that they did not commit. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And I blame the white man is the devil.
That's right.
The devil all the way. Because if they did further investigation, you know what I'm saying, they probably could have found out that Tory Lanez, was innocent.
Right.
But we put this scripture, what God do it,
Come. The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 1.
right?
Thou shalt not raise a false report.
Thou shalt not do what?
Thou shalt not raise a false report.
What is a false report? Go ahead, everybody, get your hand.
Shalaka, did something they did not do.
Shalaka. I need a specific. Go ahead, Drew.
Spreading false rumors.
Yeah, you want to, man. I'm okay with the answer. Go ahead, yes, go ahead.
Simply lying on somebody.
This is that, well, yeah, that's right. You're lying. You understand? Spreading a false report, like you said, a rumor. You know what I'm saying? This is, spreading false accusations that's not true. You're raising a report. This is exactly what happened in the case of Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. You understand? They wrote a false report. They tell the truth in this situation. I guess Tory Lanez was trying to just really it's Tory Lanez's fault because he could have spoke out a lot more. He could have been like, man, no, she did it. I didn't do nothing. Right. That's right. But he did. He trying to be cool and collective and this whole code that we have in the hood, man, no snitching. You understand? But because you didn't tell, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't do it, guess what? You're going to 10-year prison deal. That's right. Guess what? Megan Thee Stallion out there, she getting rided out by another man. Our cat's not there living her life. What is they put money in your books? Hell no. Even though he rich, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to prison business. You understand? I remember it was a whole uproar in the social media world. I'm coming to you, college. It was a whole uproar in the social media world. And guess how many videos was just on the post, That's right. How could you do this to her? You're irresponsible. Lock him up and throw away the key. But this brother is innocent. Right? That's right. But like I said, the blame not only goes on Megan Thee Stallion, it not only goes on Cass, but it also goes on Tory Lanez as well because he did not speak the truth. That's right. Go ahead, read the second half. I'm coming right to you. Go ahead, read the second half.
Put thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness.
That's exactly what's going on. Instead of like, I ain't shoot Megan Thee Stallion, she did. Right. I just slapped the gun out of her hand. You know what I'm saying? He decided to remain cool, calm, and collective, no snitch. And guess what? They all gave up on you and said that you did it. You didn't bother saying that, that you didn't point out who exactly did it.
Right.
So guess what? He did what a lot of other brothers do when he took the charge. That's exactly what he did. Even though taking the charge, you can't see your family, you can't see your kids, you understand? And you're totally innocent. So you doing what you gonna do? Like you doing 10 years, maybe about 6 on a good note. You know, so you doing good behavior. But still, these are the years that you ain't gonna never get back. Right. And now he in the hospital fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you, all right, brothers and him, man, it is a requirement. If Tory Lanez would have told the truth, I guarantee you he would not be. Go take that charge. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a kid? Who gives a damn shit? A female. What they always tell us back then? You can't do the time. We say don't do the crime. You can't do the time. You understand? And again, this is just a sidebar, side note. You know what I'm saying? This is why firearms are not making a sign in the foot. That's supposed to put something. Had to end the
I just on to what you are saying. Even if he did tell the truth, he won't gonna let he won't gonna get out because it's white people that's keeping them in it. So he was gonna get let out anyway. So
Which is heavy because here you got Tory Lanez that's fighting for his life and actually did it. My thoughts, I wonder how she's feeling right now, knowing that another black man is now on a hospital bed for a crime that he did not commit.
Anybody have a question or comment? That's all.
John chapter 8.
That's all.
I think the reason why he didn't want to, tell the truth in the courtroom is because like his music, him as to be tough and gangster, so he didn't want to seem like he's like a snitch or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times it be the pride taking over. Like you don't want to let the truth out because you think it's gonna make you look soft or weak. But the Bible said the truth shall make you free. You probably could be free right now. So like,
Because he's portraying something that he's really not. He's portraying this hardcore. I'm gonna do the time. I'm gonna take the charge.
right.
You know what I'm saying? When shit don't go right, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I pray the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Survive. You know, and I pray the brother also get exonerated and get up out of the prison cell. Next time, maybe he'll tell the truth next time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is a life lesson that we all should take in. You know what I'm saying? The best lesson is learn by watching somebody else. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If I can watch somebody else go through the situation and learn, so and shot somebody quick. Cold. Let me just push this home. I would have told him, I'm not going to jail for nobody. Hey, sloppy. You know, what I just said earlier, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Right.
No, it's like so.
What you saying is so heavy because it's like the brother that was the actual security guard. It's like he had to wait until after Tory Lanez got stabbed up to feel bad enough to tell the truth. So Tory Lanez is sitting in prison the whole time. If he would have never got stabbed up, Tory Lanez would have just did the whole time. But because the brother had to fight for his life, now the security guard all of a sudden feels bad for not being honest up front for what he saw with his eyes. And now it's Tory Lanez is innocent. Now all of a sudden, now that he can't fight for his, you know what I'm saying, for himself no more because he's stabbed up in the hospital. So like it.
This could have been my brother. This could have been my uncle. This could have been my father. Right? This could have been a cousin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you as a black man and as a Hispanic man, you got to think about these things before you do an action that could jeopardize somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he should have been truthful. All parties should have been truthful. Hell, if there would have been truthful shit, the Cassie probably would have took it. You know, maybe get discharge thing, which she probably would have did a year in jail.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Since Tory Lanez is a black man, the book was automatically thrown at him. And on top of that, they don't look at his prior cases too as well. You know what I'm saying? So you know what they say, 3 strikes and you're out. I don't know how many strikes he was on, but 10 years for this shit. Oh God. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that scripture one more time.
John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's what it's about, man. It's about telling the truth. Even when you're scared. Sometimes it might be hard to tell the truth. Like I said, you might hurt someone that you care about by telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the truth is the truth. It's the truth. It's always the truth. And the Lord's gonna be with you. He gonna honor that because you told the truth. You understand?
If you don't mind, can we drop down to verse 34?
Go ahead.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 34. And Yahushua answered them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is a servant to sin.
He found out. You know what I'm saying? Because he said in the article, he said that when the casket got back in the car, he overheard her saying that she shot made a mistake in the foot. You know what I'm saying? With that information, he could have been like, man, he didn't do what she did. I heard what we heard. With my own ears. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, you know. Situation. And this is something that our people need to really snap the hell out of. This whole culture, we got this whole evil culture where we're just, you know, no snitch, every man for himself.
Right.
You know, gangbanging, like all types of stuff. We got this wicked ass culture that we call the culture. You understand? But whose culture really this is?
That's right.
This is the white man's culture. The thing about this is black people, we take the white man's culture, which is of him, you know, being as evil as he be, that gang banging type stuff, every man for himself. That's the spirit of the devil.
Right.
That ain't our spirit. Our spirit is to have brotherhood. Our spirit is to love one another. Our spirit is not to follow a multitude to go do evil.
That's right.
That's our spirit, man. But we so in love in America that we take on the spirit of the white man to be a criminal. You understand? Like, this whole world is upside down. Even though the white man is the top criminal, the whole world knows he's a criminal. Somehow, some way here in America, they got it where they're like this whole hero, good people, and then we're at the bottom, we're considered criminals. This ain't our spirit, man.
Okay.
Our spirit ain't to be criminals. Our spirit ain't to be lying on each other, killing each other, selling, you know, drugs to one another. Like, man, come on, man, that's not our spirit. But like we did back in the past, you understand? We always wanted to go serve other nations. We always wanted to be like other nations. When the Lord had a culture just for us, a holy culture, a beautiful culture. But we gonna get that up to go and be like to do what heathens is doing. Like, these are heathens for a reason. You understand? The Lord said that we're separate, that we're holy unto him. Holy means separate. And for us to go and do what these other nations are doing, we're being just like them.
Right.
What's so special about us then? Hell, we're doing what everybody's doing on the face of the earth. We're getting high like everybody on the earth. We're selling drugs like everybody on the earth. You know what I'm saying? We're unaliving each other like everybody on the earth. And we're being just like everybody else. What makes us any different? What makes us different is these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
That's what makes us different. You understand? And with Tory Lanez would have told the truth, it would have made him different from everybody else. Would have made him different. Hey, look, even though, you know what I'm saying, hey, they probably would have been talking about him in the media, talking about he a snitch or whatever. But shit, he easy like knowing that he told the truth. Right. I'm telling you right now, man, it's so easy to tell the truth. Like, remember when we all growing up? You know what I'm saying? You just tell your parents there was a little white lie. Parents ask you, who ate up all the ice cream? Nothing like something. It gets up a deeper and deeper hole. You could have just been honored. What you know, and then open up his phone and see on the video that he got stabbed 14 times. This man said, I can't see him. She was weighing heavy on his heart. Your heart is your mind. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. What you're saying about lying is so heavy because once you lie, the punishment is more severe than what you told the truth. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you lie that lingers. And then why you just didn't tell me the truth? Now I got to do this, and now I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Salaki.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Shalaki. He is saying is what I just said. When man,
Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's about the truth. And I, you know what I'm saying? Just about the truth. Get it out. That big cinder block that was dragging you down and that's drowning you in the ocean is gone.
that's why I want.
You know, in the back of your mind, you're like,
That's why I want.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, let's do this right out of this story. You know, tell the goddamn truth. That's it. You know, he's going through all that because of his own stuff.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Look, don't get me wrong, I'm happy to go. If my brother is right, I'll be happy to go to jail for him.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I could, real quick, just give a quick thought process behind it too. Add extra thought behind it. It's not like they was covering up somebody special. Like they lied for a whore. Like Megan Thee Stallion she's the type of woman that teaches our sisters and our daughters to how to be the perfect whore. And this is came out and told the truth. No, Tory Lanez. If the shoot Megan Thee Stallion.
man was covering, like you just said, this man was covering up for some filthy whores. Some filthy whores, man. She's not even like a righteous woman, so I can understand that. But to cover up for a woman, like I said, he in prison now, and she's out there going time getting Harris.
Right.
She don't give a damn about him. It's not her. Proverbs 23 and 27. Read. Go ahead.
Salaki, before we leave, if I could.
Yeah.
And if you notice, after the whole trial was said and done, she was getting accolades. Like she was getting awards. She was hosting shows, and it's almost like they rewarded her for putting the black man behind bars unrighteously. That's right.
We going look out for you. What's your wife? So easy for a black woman to spend on the call police. And guess what? When the police come, she's in the wrong. But then all they gotta do is that style, all this and that, and guess what? They're ready to tackle you, ready to take out the batons and crack your head open with it, lock you up, throw away the key, and back in my life. Wrong. I can't do nothing. Right. Go ahead.
So, like, sir, if I could, I just want to share like a little personal experience I had with what you were saying. Like this woman I was dealing with, she was totally like in the wrong, and I called the police. You know, and for the things that she did, if a man would do it, he would be in cuffs, going to jail. They start giving me all kind of papers and websites to go on to set up a whole other thing. Like I'm like, man, go get this woman, but they like, we can't do nothing. Like. Exactly.
Y'all busting people's cribs.
Right.
And a lot of people in their very own house.
Right.
So, well, we can do that. Like I said, white man is better. Go ahead.
Just real quick, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Tory Lane and Megan Thee Stallion in a relationship?
So guess what? Man, what you just said, this whole thing about we got this whole system thing going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit needs to stop. That's right. When it's tag teaming on a black man, we see it all the time. We tag team on a brother before they turn on each other. That's right. See it all the time, like a female, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Dude, you know, we talk about it in the world. This is it. Dude is messing with big girl, messing with this girl, right? And then once both of them find out, they get friends and buddy together to tag team on you or the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shalaki Ottawa, and to add on what you're saying, Cassidy might be in there leave with Diddy and did to put Cassidy in that to you or him, and don't put the Cassidy. Cassidy was
I'm not sure.
I was gonna say it's like Misery Loves Company. The woman that actually really shot Meg Thee Stallion's son, Meg Thee Stallion's dude, to jail because she didn't want Meg to be happy. She just wanted her to be miserable, just like she is.
I'm saying, you know, really, this is what we teach in school. We teach in school that, you know what I'm saying, a woman has to combat her jealousy, like that female jealousy. Because really, the woman think it's about the other woman, when it's really about the man. And both of y'all should love this man that much. Both of y'all should come together to make sure that man is happy, he's taken care of. You know what I'm saying? But in the world, it's the total opposite. total opposite of that in the world. It's about making, ruining a relationship, making a
Go based off what you were saying, sir. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her children, and towards her daughter.
that very same scripture right there. The eyes is evil towards the husband. She's gonna end up hating him, and because she hates him, she's gonna hate the child. You know what I'm saying? So it's a trickle down effect. It's a trickle down effect. Yeah, that was heavy. Go back to Proverbs 23 and 27. Who else had a quick? Who else has something to say? Someone else do it? Just go back to Proverbs 23 and 27. Go ahead.
Khan. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 27.
Sister said, Gloria Kayana said that she can't hear. Yeah, it says she can't hear. She said, okay. All right, sis, can you just if you can hear me, just go ahead and just put Khan if you can hear me. All right, what you saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch.
For a what?
For a whore is a deep ditch.
A whore is a deep ditch. It says that I'll keep going. She said, y'all keep going in and out. So is the audio too loud? See if we can fix the audio. Do I have to pick the mic on my end too as well?
Close.
Bring the mic closer. Just put kind of good. All right, so it says for a whore is a deep ditch. That's right. Guess what? Tory Lanez fell right into that ditch, man. That's right.
Khan.
A whore is like a trap. It's absolutely a trap. And if you're not smart and you're not wise enough, you're gonna fall right into that trap. Shit, men fall into these type of traps every day. That's right. There's men. There's men that's sitting in the prison right now because of a whore. There's men that's in the graveyard right now because of a whore. A whore is a deep ditch. A deep ditch is a hole in the ground that you can't climb out of. That's right. Once you fall in,
Salakia, sir. So this verse right here reminded me of Tupac, the song I Get Around. Because he said it's a lot of real G's doing time because a groupie bent the truth and told a lie.
you got a couple of songs in there. Everybody all caught up on them. I saw too much shit that was like some real, like truth, like not wisdom stuff. All they know is my dear mama because of Mother's Day. Yeah.
It's like, so what you saying?
It's like what you're saying is so heavy. When you say go to back, like would put men in prison or women in prison. Prison used to be a deep ditch that was ground ditch. My mind goes into a prison that you can't get out of, and that's exactly what Tory Lanez is in right now. So like,
She's gonna do shit. First of all, she go a whore is she's only loyal to herself. You know what I'm saying? The problem is we always trying to make a hoe to a household. The problem is Horace has experience.
precept for you, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 12. Kind of one concert. Con, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 12. He will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain. One con. And drink of every water near her. Con. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
So, like I said, I believe I have another precept. It's Proverbs chapter 7, verse 11. She is loud and stubborn.
The Bible will describe exactly what she looked like, what she is, what's the quality, what the description is. Go ahead, start.
She is loud and stubborn.
Loud and stubborn. First of all, those are two quality traits that, well, we don't know how important it is, but you know that those
Feet abide not in her house.
That's right. We know she living.
Nah, she looking. Listen.
That's right, Ron. You in the house shooting stupid.
Yep. Right.
You can't even control the ball. Like you can't even. You tell them you scared you gonna take the guy.
I just want to big up a bro. His name is Mexican OT. He's a Isupk of what the world would call they was in the back, you know, what are they chopping? He's thinking she's single. And so they're talking, and then she brings him to her house, and he sees a big pair of tennis shoes inside the room. And he looked at her and he was like, these, and she was like, oh, that's my man. We got about a good hour before he get home, as he just got off and it takes an hour to get home. And he told her, he said he looked at her and he said, man, I can't even get my rod up, because why would I do that to you? I don't want nobody doing that to me. And so that's commendable. You don't see a lot of people doing that. But just to go back on it, that sister is just how America has raised all women to be. Just without in the streets, look at they twerking on a headlight at a red light. You know what I'm saying? So like it, sir.
That's why right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna respect that brother too, man, because he, you know, a lot of brothers would have just been like, "Coach, we got an hour, man." Right. If he would have came home before that hour, he would take out his gun and try to pump both of y'all. Right. That's what, you know, and what he would have been wrong. In a righteous kingdom, he would have been right. Yep. But guess what? This ain't a righteous kingdom. So guess what? They're gonna charge that brother double murder. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him be black. Let him be black or Latino. They're gonna go to put that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was it. Let's go back to let's finish off on the this was done. All right, before I move on to the next subject, any more things want to get off, you know, questions, comments, or concerns about this whole Tory Lane and Megan Thee Stallion thing? All right, let me make sure you want to move on. So now we're about to get into Diddy, man. We yeah, we're about to get into the Diddy stuff, the bitch stuff, bro. This man, like, once you like, you think this man it just gets worse and worse and worse. And when you think it reached the peak, it gets worse. I've read that she testified that this man, she was having sexual relations with male escorts. And playing himself. Hold on back. And on top of that, after the escorts relieved themselves on her, Diddy tells her to take the men remains. Yep. And rub it on sensitive areas on his body. Yes. And I try to put it as PG-13. I read this and this is what she said. So like it gets deep, like the wormhole goes super, super deep. And like a lot of people thought like, you know, everybody was just crazy about, you know, Diddy Trump. No, ain't nobody was crazy. everybody said that this man did, he did. He absolutely did. Go ahead.
I saw a video somewhere that he's getting charged with necromancy. Necromancy. Nick. Yeah, and that's how his Lord quit. He didn't want to judge with that necromancy.
Behind closed doors. Like I said, the problem is we got rituals and weird stuff that they do. And because people want to join their world and join their society, they want the same thing. That's right. Black and Hispanic people are going to go to the extremes to fit in, fit in that world. You understand? Like, this is crazy. Go ahead.
Salakis, the weird hazing tactics from these fraternities that was created by these white people, you know, and like you said, they
I'm gonna make you jump through the hoops. You man, it's the part, and it's gonna go. You know yeah.
Not Salagi. So what y'all saying is not just the parties. Think about it. When you go to college, you have to go to these Greek fraternities, these sororities, and the things that you have to do to actually, because all the stories that I've heard that you have to do to become a part of sorority or the part of fraternity, like you have to be a part of orgies, and then Greek used to have that after he would win a war, after he would conquer, he would put a bunch of pork on the table. He'd eat the pork, then he'd come out and they'd be no clothes on, and then the men would come out no clothes on, and then they would all take action into what we know today as a Diddy party. So like you.
Most of the times, like the women was just for the show. The men was the one that was getting over each other, right? You know, looks, just less suspicious, but yeah, that's why it's called Greek fraternities. The Greeks were known to be extreme homosexuals, man. Even their military, they, they're extremely homosexual, man. And like people that join the Greek fraternities, man, they brand you. It's been situations where brothers did actually die on the hate the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like what's shoving a broomstick up behind? What like what's so crazy about it is you notice the person. Like y'all stick to that's you know what I'm saying?
Sakari would have fit perfect in that.
What was that? I don't know. He ordered, but then what was that? Use. Use. All right, go ahead and run. You go ahead and start that video. You know what did it.
It's muted down there. You gotta unmute it. It's muted down there.
Courtroom yesterday. Jerika, good morning.
Good morning to you. You know, Combs
With the racketeering and sex trafficking case against Sean Diddy Combs. The 55-year-old rapper and hip-hop mogul rejected a plea deal yesterday, so jury selection for his trial will start on Monday. Combs has pleaded not guilty. If convicted, he could face life in prison. Our national correspondent, Jerika Duncan, was in the courtroom yesterday. Jerika, good morning.
Good morning to you. You know, Combs walked into that federal courtroom for his last pretrial hearing before the jury selection begins. He was smiling and waving to people, including some reporters. The judge first addressed the prosecution's plea deal offer, asking Combs if he rejected it. Standing up, Combs said, "Yes, I do, Your Honor." Now, the details of that were not made public, but it would have given him a lighter sentence than what he faces if convicted, which is, as you mentioned, up to life in prison. Combs is accused of running a sex abuse crime enterprise since 2008. Prosecutors claim he sexually and physically abused women for years. He denies any wrongdoing and pleaded not guilty to all charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. Now, prospective jurors have already filled out a list of questions that acts as sort of an initial screening process. And starting Monday, the judge plans to bring in at least 50 prospective jurors every day, hoping to quickly select the 12 jurors and 6 alternates. The judge has already ruled that Combs will be able to wear certain types of regular clothing throughout the trial instead of a prison uniform. Opening statements are set to begin on May 12th. Gail?
A lot of eyes will be watching.
Yeah.
A lot of eyes.
Yeah, we know this man is charged with a lot of
Sure.
This whole situation with Diddy. Yeah, catch. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Should I pull up? Give me 1 second, y'all. So, like, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, class. All right, so I think I pulled it. So it's not a video, but this is just so this is on people.com. Like, man, okay, this is on peoples.com. I'm reading, this is what I'm reading. It says the degrading acts he calls, he forced Cassandra Cassidy-Soros for his pleasure took a toll on her health. She told jurors on Wednesday, May 14th. This is what she said in court. Occasionally, I get sores on my tongue from doing drugs. The R&B singer testified day 3 of Combs' high-profile federal sex crime trial at the federal court. Also, from having my mouth on different things from oil and lubricant. It says, when Victoria tested Combs to let him know she had painful sores on her tongue and another UTI, which is a infection. I'm sorry. She tested. This is what's get crazy. They said Victoria alleges that Combs forced her to take part in orchestrated sex acts called free calls that he filmed. So I guess when Diddy first got locked up and he was talking to the son of Paul, he was saying stuff about these boxes of blood that he was videos. Okay. Threatening to use the text. She testified that she took drugs to help her get through these encounters.
So, like if I could, I don't never when they sense something first going wrong, or when they in a situation they don't like. Why don't never go when it first happened? It seemed like they get some type of incentive after, or they was willing participants. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But it always come out years later. But when it happened at the very first time, they never come forward. Salaki.
I don't want, and to add on what he is saying, they may be like that. After after a while, they are starting not to like it because all the fans tell them they not liked it in that, or they not with that, and they start hating it after a while. But in the beginning, they liked it.
Guess what? She like that. I'm about to say myself. Go ahead.
Salaki, I was gonna say I don't have no sympathy for any woman who's have stepped forward and said anything bad about what happened in these Diddy parties or freak offs, because they knew exactly what they was getting themselves into when they first walked through the door the day one. Why would you wait until like years later until this man gets caught up with the police and the press and everything else out in front open? So then, therefore, for you to clear up your name or your sanity, so you won't say like, oh, you was like into it. You want to say that you felt some type of way. You didn't feel no type of way when you walked through that door on day one. You didn't feel no type of way when you was enjoying these freak out parties. You didn't feel some type of way when you kept continue to go to these parties or whatever. So I have no sympathy. My sympathy for any female who comes out today or tomorrow or any other day afterwards is zero, because you knew better from day one.
Right.
All the fame, for the attention, for the money. I mean, this is what they do. And, you know, how many people you get to that school, you know, this is what you do. You got like, it's like it's levels to this stuff. It's like, you know, we're poor in the hood, and then once you progress that, transforming your mind into a white person is doing that. It's like it gets progressive. The successful kid, the more it's you become like, and then it's it. You're gonna be at freedom. You're gonna have your own room, probably some male or female escorts in there stuff. Blue paperware, yeah, $1,000. There's probably 1 or 2 in every room. Well, he got like a 50-bedroom mansion. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, this is my question for them. Why now? Why do you feel sorry or embarrassed about things that you have done now when you didn't feel embarrassed when you walked through the door on day one?
Salaki, if I could too, you don't hear nothing about you don't hear nothing from Meek Mill. You don't hear he ain't saying nothing.
From Meek Mills, it's because Meek Mills knew what he was doing from day one.
Yeah. That's right, I don't. That's right. Yes. Oh my God, dog. I didn't, Shalaki Ottawa, I didn't listen to the whole, I didn't even listen to that rest of that part because that is catastrophic.
How could you be even a security guard? Man?
Oh my God.
It's a difference. Like, you take money and like, that's money, bro. Like, in your mind, in your spirit, like, it sounds like, what you doing? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, you know, I love integrity. I like my integrity too much. Like,
That's why I don't want
you know, like this school has taught me to have integrity, to have professionalism, all that above.
that.
You know,
Right.
Security guard had to watch each person go in those rooms ready to happen. And so for my stand,
Conor McCon.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody, someone that's, got a music career or, athletic career in the NBA one night, and after these games, after your concert, you get invited to a whole bunch of other stars. A whole bunch of other and then get perfect to going to one of these rooms to solidify your position. That's yeah, that's not good. Even when those things, not just like these bitty parties, but that's like going on the right and stuff like that. Game day. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow multitudes that don't do evil. Period. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, get some
Conor McCon. If I could, I'm a big movie buff, so they showed a little glimpse of these parties in Any Given Sunday with Willie Beeman. After the game or whatever, they all went to the party doing drugs, all kind of sexual deviant acts. Not to mention what they didn't put in the movie. You know what I'm saying? It's lucky. Conor McCon. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment.
everybody else agree with something you it's like what I said earlier.
That's right.
That's the main call of people. That's right. You get to a certain plateau, making all this money. To get your money back, get jobs.
Salaki, if I could, that's why I think the security guard in the Tory Lanez case, that's why I think he didn't come out sooner, because they had to pay him off in some kind of way, some hush money.
Like I said, it's about having honesty. It's about having integrity. It's about having honesty. And that's those qualities. What I just said doesn't exist. Like in order to make it into this kingdom, you gotta be a dirt ass. Like you gotta be a son. You gotta be a someone that can trace over to the system. The world accepts those people. For someone that has honor and integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the world, this is the only sanctuary that we have. We amongst other individuals. We amongst other brothers and sisters that have integrity, that have honor, that's country. We ain't gotta worry about none of y'all stealing from me.
Right.
We all have a mutual understanding, and we all, more importantly, we all have a fear of the Most High God. And we keep the laws that you understand? That's something that's rare. That's rare in this world. Yes, I'm saying. Yeah, that's something that's rare in this world. Hell, best friend that you could have been knowing for years, then down there, then trade the trucks. Trade my truck. Right.
So I can say yes.
Go ahead. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and read. Timothy 6 and 10.
Come.
Let's read loud and power.
Come. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
What's the key word? The key word is for the love of money. It's the root of all evil. Like these people love money that much. Willing to sacrifice your integrity. You willing to do anything for it. Yeah, that's evil. Right. There's nothing wrong with utilizing money, you know what I'm saying, for defense. Scriptures say money is a defense. Let's pull that up next. If we could, let's find that. Go ahead.
So much evil, like our females will love money so much they
If you could, pass the mic. People talking in here, and so let's pass the mic. Go ahead.
For like us, our sisters love money so much they want to be whores.
Yeah.
Our brothers who want to love money so much that they want to be dope dealers or hire for murder or whatever, unaliving Slaki.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how much evil that people would rather sacrifice to do just to have more than $50 in their pocket.
Facts. I mean, you love money to the point you willing to sell your body for it. You love money that much where you willing to unalive another brother or a sister over it. Like I've known people that shot at each other for $10. Like I've known people physically that shot at each other for $10. Imagine you want to go to you want to have a shootout over $10. That's petty. That's something that could be talked about, and that's something that we lack in the community. We lack just talking about our issues, just talking about our problems. Right. The first thing that we're willing to resort to is violence. Violence. Someone stepping your shoe in the club, violence. You looking at somebody the wrong way. You cross the street, man. I used to see that shit all the time. I used to walk across the street, another brother walking on the opposite side of the street, looking at me and just mugging me. I'm looking at it like, mugging me for? That goes back to his eyes should be evil towards his brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, keep going.
Come. Which, while some coveted after.
Coveted after.
It's like it. While some coveted after.
Mm-hmm.
They have erred. They have erred from the faith.
Right.
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Hey, that's heavy. Man, for the love of money, man, you're gonna be in sorrow. You're gonna be in pain because the moment you don't have it, it feel like the world gonna end. Now you desperate and you willing to do anything for it. There's brothers that sit in jail right now because they want to rob somebody. And then you accidentally end up robbing the person. And guess what? Now you're doing 25 to life. You living in sorrow over something petty as money. You know what I'm saying? Like sisters, selling themselves and whatnot. And you run across an individual, you hop in his car, and he's driving a no man's land. You don't know where the hell he's going. You're in the woods. And in the back of your mind, you scared because now you know it's shit is getting real. And then it said, hey, Lord be with you on that. This is why the scriptures say, man, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And what's that last part? Read that last part, Trooper.
Come. And pierce themselves through with many sorrows.
Yeah. You don't know what your end gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So, it's brothers and sisters in the graveyard because they love money that much. Like I said, everything is a learning tool, man. There's nothing wrong with money, utilizing money for what it's supposed to be. Money is also a tool that you use to function in the world, to function in life. You know what I'm saying? You got to make money in order to pay your bills. Hell, you got to make money. You see this beautiful school that we have? You know what I'm saying? It didn't just come out the sky. We had to utilize money to get this money. We got to utilize money to keep it functioning every month. You know what I'm saying? This is why the scriptures, made a difference between it. There's nothing wrong with using money to how it's supposed to be used. But there's a difference between loving money. Like you in love with the money where you willing to sacrifice everything else for it. Let's go ahead and finish reading. Oh, what, you had something to say? Okay, yeah, go finish that. Was we done with that one?
Come.
All right, so we done. All right, let's get to the next scripture.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12.
All right, let me get that with you real fast. Ecclesiastes, you said 7 and 12?
Con, sir.
Go ahead.
Con. This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
When you utilize wisdom, wisdom is your defense, man. Let me ask you a question, y'all. What is wisdom, first of all? What's wisdom? Anybody take a crack at it? Go ahead, Lacan.
So, like, sir, wisdom is knowing the law, statutes, and commandments and doing them.
That's wisdom. That's absolutely what wisdom is. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. It says wisdom is defense. When you use wisdom or these laws, statutes, and commandments, guess what? That's your defense. You're going to be protected from a lot of things. Keep going.
Con. And money is a defense.
See, wisdom and money goes hand in hand. You got to know how to utilize wisdom. Utilize these laws, statutes, and commandments. Know what to do and what not to do.
Right.
In order to really use money to its fullest capacity. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that utilize money. They get money and then blow it. But you got people that got the wisdom, that got the laws, statutes, and commandments, and knows how to do with money. And then they get money, they use wisdom and is able to benefit not only them, but to everybody. All right, keep going.
Con. But the excellency of knowledge is.
So you have to have wisdom and knowledge, which a lot of our brothers and sisters don't have. You work hard at a slave, you get money, you rather go give the weed man half your check. Half your check. Let me ask you a question. Is that wisdom? Hell no. That's the opposite of wisdom. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who else. You got some sisters that receive child support. And guess what? They're ready to go blow it. You're supposed to use it. Child support is supposed to be used for the child, which we know because the government said that it's not meant to benefit nobody. It's meant to benefit them, the government. But for class sake, child support is supposed to be used for the child. But when you use it on yourself and to go get your nails done, get your hair done, and you know, your child is left, you know, without. You ain't got no Pampers or no food and whatnot. Is that wisdom? No. There's people that, you know, make dumb decisions with money.
Right.
It's about making the smart decisions. And in order to make the smart decisions, first of all, you got to be trained to make smart decisions. Because at one point in time, we all came from the world. We all made stupid, dumb decisions. It's not until we come into the truth and you really learn how to make smart decisions, utilizing wisdom, which is the law, and also utilizing knowledge, which is, you know, applying what you learn from wisdom, applying what you learn from the law. The purpose of knowing the law, statutes, and commandments ain't to just know them. It's to actually utilize it in your life. Use the knowledge to utilize it, you know, in everyday life. All right, keep going.
Come. That with Salakia. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
Wisdom give life to them that have it. Without that, you might as well be dead, because you're going to be making all the decisions that's going to warrant death. If the decisions you make is contrary to what the law is, then what's that? That's death. You're living in death. When you go give half your check to the weed man, guess what? You get high, you smoke weed. What you're going to get cancer. You're going to get all types of lung issues. Your body going to stop functioning. like I used to hate that type of that thinking. Like, you know, a drug addict is a real drug addict when you tell them that, well, weed ain't good for you. Weed would cause you to have cancer. But the weed grows from the earth. God said that herb is good for you, for meat too. That means you can smoke it. That's how you know they're real drug addicts. Go ahead. Like being an addict and having an addiction, that's like it's a mental issue. Something is, you know, it's because, first of all, it's because of America, first of all, but your brain ain't wired how it's supposed to be wired, how the Lord wants you to wire. And it's because we've been suffering through America. Like the pain of stress and slavery and, you know, poverty and all of these things mixed together. We're all born with PTSD. We all born with, what's that illness? It's an illness where, you know what I'm saying, you oh man, it was right on the tip of my tongue. Let me find it. It'll come back to me, but we're born with these illnesses that we don't know, and then now it's causing us to make decisions that, in a right mind, in a free mind, that we wouldn't usually make. Like, I want to go sell crack to my brother's mom. Like, that don't make sense. Why would I do him? I look at her as my mom too. That's right. Like, you know what I'm saying? But because of the poverty and slavery and the stress and the oppression, our brain's not thinking like that. We're thinking about every man for themselves. So in a drug dealer mind, he's like, I don't give a damn about your mama. I gotta eat. But you destroy her, and because you destroyed her, you destroyed all them kids that's in the house. It's a trickle-down effect, man. Yeah. This is why you need to come. Every Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child needs to come to the ISUPK to get fixed.
That's right.
We're not lying when we say that our people needs to get fixed in the mind, because when you're born not wired right. If we was in a righteous kingdom and we was free, guess what? Every child that's born will be born and get taught the wisdom of the law, such as the commandments. They will have the knowledge. So they will understand that shit, it's certain things that I can't do. Because it not only affects me, but it's going to affect everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Once we come back to start thinking about that, man, we'll be better off as a people. We'll be better off giving a damn about one another. We don't now because America is hell. We're in hell. We're living with diseased brains right now. And then Isupk, we got to fix that. We got to go out to the streets every week, hold these classes every week. You know what I'm saying? And fix their brains. It's called being brainwashed. We're born out the womb brainwashed. When you're young and you're a toddler, you're looking at a picture on the wall that your grandma used to have, and you see a white man on the wall, and your grandma said, "That's Jesus Christ." You're like, damn, he's a great man. Brainwash. Go ahead.
What you saying is so heavy. General Hyman, we had. I remember a camp we had years ago. I was a fresh officer of 50.
Yeah.
In Chicago, and General Hyman was basically breaking down the one defense, the one sure defense we have against all the devices that's out to kill us.
Yeah.
Which is love.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what we're saying, basically, in a nutshell, everybody's out for us. Even the air and the water.
Yeah.
Everything is out for us. So the only way that we can defeat them is by having love one to another.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, facts. Man, that's what the Commander General Hunter said. He said that's the only weapon that we have is brotherhood, man. And sisterhood. That's the only weapon we have. Without that, man, we can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing with none of y'all. I can't do anything by myself. I need to rely on y'all. I have to rely on y'all, just like y'all have to rely on me. We have to rely on each other for any and everything.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, shit, we ain't gonna go nowhere.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got World War III coming right around the corner. Right now in the news, we're seeing Pakistan and India. They going at it. They're shooting off missiles at each other and stuff like that. And it's go ahead.
Shalakia and what you're saying, Commander General Hunter said when India and Pakistan go to war, we almost at the clutch.
Yeah. Almost, yeah. Oh yeah, almost at the clutch, man. We here. We got this. Put that scripture where he says, "Wars and rumors of wars." Let's get that. Yeah, we got Pakistan, we got India going at it. We had Ukraine, we got Russia going at it. Yeah. Hell, shit. I mean, we got. Excuse my friends, but man, the prophecy has been fulfilled. You understand? Let's also get Isaiah 21:2. I'm gonna just go into a little brief breakdown on India and Pakistan. Do we have an article back there, Amon, about it?
Okay.
If you could, let's pull that up real fast. Jose Cantu said, "Add me." How about you add the page? How about you subscribe to Isupk Milwaukee?
Right.
UPK Israelites on. That's right. How about you come to class and join these ranks? Because you know what I'm saying. The simple fact that you just step foot into these classes, that make you a noteworthy person, man. So you need to come in here, man, and learn. He said, I got topics. Hey, look, we got topics too. But how about you join these ranks in the brotherhood, man, so we can utilize all these topics. Go ahead.
If I could, you said what you just said was so heavy.
Yeah.
Because the scriptures say after you come to know the truth and you
1 second real fast. He said, I don't know how to do that. I'm on the phone. Well, first of all, what's your location? Like, where you located at? We can get your number. You say you on the phone. You said you Jew. Yeah, blacks, Negroes are the Jews in America. You in Texas, man? Look, you on luck. We got some powerful brothers. We got some powerful brothers out there in Texas. Here, I'm about to type. Look, I'm about to put a number on the screen so you can get a contact and you can start getting into some of these classes, man. And if y'all want to talk, man, look, definitely them brothers to do it. Go ahead and call that number right here. That's for Officer 5000 Shapat out of Texas, Houston, Texas. He'll get you right. All right, go ahead. No, we'll slack it. Go ahead. You had someone else? You sure? Go ahead.
Like, sir, I was just going to sound a little bit when you was talking about addiction. Like addiction, you know, makes the person that's addicted to whether it be drugs or even gambling. You know, people spend their lives in casinos, then they get evicted or kicked out wherever they at if they can't pay their bills. But they do anything to defend what they addicted to. Like you said, weed, it's from the earth.
Yeah.
Well, cocaine is from the earth as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's also a drug, as so is weed. So right.
Man, facts. You know, like that demon don't want you to leave. That demon don't want to depart from you. Right. That demon love being on you, man. It loves destroying you. You know what I'm saying? Until you come into the eyes of the commander Hunter, that's when we get the demon off. You understand? So yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Brothers say, you know, yeah, I can stop anytime I want. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you cannot. I told myself that when I was out there, you know what I'm saying, in the world and stuff, I could never do it. I could never stop. I stopped when I came into the truth. That's when I stopped. Cold turkey. Go ahead.
To add on to what you're saying, sir.
Yeah.
In order to defeat demons, you need something drastic to help you defeat demons. Like for me, I had to literally see my cousin doing cartwheels, you know what I'm saying, and laughing uncontrollably. And in my mind, while he's doing that, I'm thinking I will never come down off of this high to the point where I became afraid because I was so high. I was afraid I was never going to come down. Mind, I'm 20 years old. That cold turkey stopped me, but I needed something that drastic to help me stop. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to eventually die high. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have the Lord to show you or put you in that position where you have to defeat this demon. If the Lord don't put you in that position, you can never do it on your own. It's like
Facts. Yeah, some input too, Canadian.
Just on the come, like you were saying, you know, you get that thought. I can stop anytime I want, and then a lot of times people say, "Well, that's gonna be one of my New Year's resolutions."
Right.
And they say that year after year.
Yeah.
Next week, right after the so-called New Year's of the white man, next week they right back smoking. You're like, what happened?
Facts.
Oh, you know. No, I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, breaking promises every year. Yeah. So let's get to that. Let's get to that video, the World War III. If I could, Amar.
So, like you said, this is an article,
okay,
by the Associated Press.
Okay.
Nuclear rivals. It's like a nuclear rivals. India and Pakistan step back from brink of war. Here's a timeline of how it happened. So this was updated May 12th, 2025. Just to skip forward. April 22nd, gunmen shoot and kill at least 26 tourists at Pagalam Resort in the Indian-controlled Kashmir, a major shift in a regional conflict that has largely spared civilians. The unidentified gunman also wounded 17 other people. A group called Kashmir Resistance, which India accuses Pakistan of backing, claims the attack. Survivors tell the Associated Press that gunmen asked people if they were Hindu and then opened fire.
So okay, first of all, this whole thing with them, it goes all the way back to like 1965. It goes all the way back. You know what I'm saying? India and Pakistan has been beefing, for a while. Even though things have settled for some years, everything's getting wrapped back up. First of all, it's because of the Lord. The Lord wants to stop. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, facts. This is exactly what the Lord wants. This thing's got to happen for us to be free. You understand? The whole earth got to be in chaos and fire. You know what I'm saying? For the our king to come back and set things in righteous order. You know what I'm saying? So this whole thing with World War III, Pakistan and India, we know that China is back in Pakistan, right? China is back in Pakistan because they putting billions of dollars, into Pakistan. They're trying to build a whole new Silk Road. They're trying to have a whole new trade throughout Pakistan and into the interiors of Pakistan, and they eventually trying to take over. You got that old map. You got the old map pulled up. In the Mugger Bar. Yeah, the old map.
Salaki, sir, wasn't sure what area you were trying to cover.
Okay. I just wanted to cover the area with Pakistan. I think I got it.
I'm saying, like, what era? What, like what years were you looking to cover?
The trade route. Okay, I wanted to look up the trade route that made up the Silk Road. It covered like old Arabia, Persia, India, China, and it just shows the road that they took on the Silk Road. But I have the map here, but it's kind of like I'm probably not gonna be able to see it. Go ahead.
I believe that's 130 BC.
130 BC.
So 1453 CE.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, I can find maps on the old Silk Road.
Yeah, just what Lacombe said. Lacombe said, say it again, Lacombe.
I believe it's 130 BC.
130 BC. Go ahead, Mapa.
Shalom, Salaki, to add on what you're saying, Iran and Pakistan is warm, but Iran is backed up. Pakistan is backed up by China, and Iran is backed up by the United States.
Yeah, Iran is backed up by the United States. Pakistan is backed up by China. Yeah. India is backed up by Russia and stuff and their allies. So basically it has something to do with maintaining control over oil. It's a port that's in between. I'm looking at the old map, but it's a port that leads between old Arabia, which is Yemen, and let me see, what's this on this other side? I believe it's between Yemen and Egypt right here. Right here by it's called, let me see, Petra, over here by Gaza. It's a port that they bring oil out and distribute to the whole world. So, you know what I'm saying? The military thing to do is to take control of that. Whoever has the oil, has the power. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, that's mainly what's going on. You gotta understand, like, when they have a war. First of all, they're trying to build a Silk Road. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to buy plants. They got ports. China's pouring billions to modernize Pakistan. You know what I'm saying? Building trains. And then also China is eventually going to be bringing troops to protect that oil over there, man. To protect the what they're trying to invest in. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead.
So what this topic is so heavy because I was earlier today I was working on TikTok videos.
Yeah.
And I came across the video where Elon Musk was talking about. Today I came across the video where Elon
Musk was talking about World War III.
Yeah.
and how he was gonna have to
Basically do things because if World War III happened soon, they was not going to be able to do what he wanted to do, which is get out.
Yeah. And Elon Musk, he a little double billionaire right here that uses his money. You know what I'm saying? To you know, like we don't know the agenda of these devils, man. Like he another devil that got billions of dollars, and you know he got a hidden agenda as well. You know what I'm saying? What I heard Commander General Hunter say is that Elon Musk, he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring back the old, you know, fascist regime. You know what I'm saying? The whole Nazi regime. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely what's going to happen. All right. So where we left off on? Go ahead.
Isaiah 21:2.
Yeah, go ahead and all right, go ahead and read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 21, verse 2.
Hold on, let me get that with you real fast. Go ahead.
Come. A grievous vision is declared unto me. The treacherous dealer dealeth treacherously.
Right.
And the spoiler spoileth.
Okay, so this is a vision that Isaiah is having. Go ahead.
Come. Go up, O Elam.
We know who Elam is. Who knows who Elam is? Go ahead, Rabah.
I think that's Pakistan.
What people? What people is that? What people are Elam? Go ahead. No. You had your hand up second. East Indians. Those who Elam is. Elam is East Indians. Go ahead.
Come. Besiege.
It's telling, so Isaiah seeing the vision, right, of Elam. He's saying, and the Lord saying, besiege. Keep going. Besiege what?
Come. Old media.
Now, if you look at the old maps, I wish we had the old maps here. I can show you on the map where media is. Let me see if it's on this map that I have. So I'll get 1 second. All right. Oh, I can't find it. But okay, it says go. Keep reading. Go ahead.
Come. All the sign thereof have I made to cease.
Okay, median is it's a part. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I know that the medians are the Iranians, but what part? I think it's by. Go ahead, slide, sir, if I could.
Yemen and Arabia.
Yeah. So okay on this map I'm looking at, I just can't see the whole map, but it does have Arabia. I can see the other portion of it, which was Yemen. Yes. Keep going.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore are my loins filled up with pain.
Yeah, read that again.
Therefore are my loins filled with pain.
Mm-hmm.
Pangs have taken hold upon me,
Mm-hmm.
as the pangs of a woman that travaileth.
Right.
I was bowed down at the hearing of it. I was dismayed at the seeing of it.
So the things that Isaiah was seeing right now, it was just like he was just frightened. He was just frightened of what he was seeing and looking at. Almost like, you know what I'm saying, like a woman having birth. You know what I'm saying? But this is like a different type of travailing. It's like so frightening that Isaiah, you know, he was getting like butterflies in his stomach. It was just frightening to see. All right, keep going.
Verse 4. My heart panted.
Right.
Fearfulness affrighted me. The night of my pleasure had he turned into fear unto me.
The same thing with 3 is saying. It's just the things that Isaiah is seeing is frightful. Now, this is what's about to happen in the Pakistan and Indian war. It's about to get real bloody. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 5. Prepare the table.
The Lord saying, prepare the table. Keep going.
Watch in the watchtower.
So we keeping the watch out. Keep going.
Eat, drink, arise ye princes, and anoint the shield.
So princes, the anointed shield are Saudi Arabia. It's going to keep going. It's going to tell you in verse 7. But this is talk when it's saying ye princes and anoint the shield, it's talking about Saudi Arabia. We know it's saying princes because we know that they got all that oil over there. They rich as hell. They damn near one of the richest people on this earth. They got direct control of that oil. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, they being back too.
That's right.
So they're going to eventually join the fray too, just like Commander Johnny Hunter, you know what I'm saying, said. Keep going.
Verse 6. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, go, set a watchman. Let him declare what he seeth.
What are the watchmen? Well, who are the watchmen? Go ahead, you have your hand up first. Go ahead. Exactly. That's what the watchmen are, the prophets. That's our job. We watching them. We saying exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's our job. Our job as a watchman is to tell it like it is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 7. And he saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, and a chariot of asses,
right,
and a chariot of camels.
So we know all the chariots and the horsemen. We know that these are like army. It's being assembled. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
And he hearkened diligently with much heed.
Right, keep going.
Verse 8. And he cried, a lion, my Lord, I stand continually upon the watchtower.
Okay, so it's saying when it cried what did it say? And he cried a lion. That means that's Saudi Arabia's. That's a symbol. It's a lion. It's a lion with wings. So when it's saying, and he cried a lion, my Lord, I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I am set in my ward whole nights. All right. You know what I'm saying? For time's sake, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to make a part 2 about this. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I'm going to pass the class to Priest and Officer Lacombe.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister have an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means a tenth in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest funds is a free will offering for priests. It's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We are currently in the Feast of First Fruits, and it ends at sundown, June 8th. Well, currently in the Feast of First Fruits, it ends June 8th at sundown. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, they're to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, we say Amajim, means to stand. I give a courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Amadim Shabbat. Amadim. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrak. Yamata. Saw. Turn face to sisters. Sisters Amadim. Give a courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat. Amadim. Barak. Yamata. Class dismissed.